educative, it's informative, and it is a must for anybody who is interested in higher education in Africa.
When I was in Accra last year, I did an interview on this TV. It's a very important mouthpiece.
It's a data, it's a bank of all we need for the development of higher education in Africa.
People should make an effort to view it because it discusses very current issues of development across the continent.
I believe that the station will continue to promote the overall development of Africa, particularly in the tertiary education sector.
AAU TV provides a platform and shares a lot of information to a broader audience. So we wish you all the best and please continue serving AAU TV,
the voice of higher education in Africa.
You're welcome to the Midweek News on AAU TV, your trusted voice of higher education in Africa. My name is Jemima Daladen Duche.
And I am Ajiman Ochodako.
In this week's headlines on higher education, the Accra Technical University ranked the first university in Accra and in sub-Saharan Africa. And in our health, early breakfast reduces type 2 diabetes, study reveals.
A discovery story, a non-invasive British study reveals that fingerprint detects breast cancer. And also in our sports story, the DRC race to finish facilities ahead of Francophone Games. So that's producing detail for the short break. Right back.
Welcome back from the break. And the national and international academies in Guinea-Bissau has issued a warning to ensure that the expansion of higher education in the country does not compromise quality and relevance. And the aim is to better equip academics and students to address the need of one of the world's most fragile nations.
National and international academics have informed Guinea-Bissau, urging that the expansion of the higher education system must not come at the cost of compromising quality and relevance. A comprehensive study diagnosis of higher education and scientific research on opportunities and recommendations released in June 2022 by the Portuguese NGO Faith and Cooperation Foundation, funded by the European Union, presents higher education options to the new interim government, which took office in June. The study highlights that the higher education sector in Guinea-Bissau has rapidly evolved with limited regulation and a strongly asymmetric network, with more private and public higher education institutions. Alarming, 54.8% of these colleges and universities are concentrated in the capital city, Bissau. Authored by Belmiro Cabrito, a former education lecturer at the University of Lisbon, Portugal, and Carlos Cardoso, the General Director of the Bissau-Guinean Amilcar Cabral Social Studies Center. The report raises concerns about the abundance of higher education courses in subjects like economics, business sciences, and humanities, while scientific and technological courses make up only 11% of the offerings. To address this disparity and leverage the country's natural wealth, such as fisheries, Guinea-Bissau requires more bachelor courses in related fields. The author proposes creating a Guinea-Bissau public agency for certifying higher education courses to ensure uniformity in curricula and course names, alongside measures to promote more equitable access conditions to higher education. As Guinea-Bissau navigates the path of expanding its higher education system, stakeholders must remain committed to maintaining academic excellence and aligning courses with the country's developmental needs, fostering a brighter future for the nation.
Still on higher education, in a groundbreaking achievement, the Accra Technical University, ATU, has proudly secured the title of the fourth university in Ghana and an impressive 28th position out of the 88 universities in the sub-region. This prestigious recognition came to light through highly regarded Times Higher Education Sub-Saharan Africa University Rankings 2023, officially unveiled on June 23, 2023. As part of this recognition, ATU stands out as the sole technical university in Ghana to grace this distinguished list.
In a groundbreaking achievement, Accra Technical University has soared to new heights, securing the prestigious title of the fourth best university in Ghana and an impressive 28th position out of 88 universities in the sub-region. This momentous recognition came to light in the highly regarded Times Higher Education Sub-Saharan African Universities Ranking 2023, officially unveiled on June 26, 2023. ATU stands out as the lone technical university in the nation to grace this distinguished list. Ashesi University, the University of Ghana, and Academic City occupy the leading first to third positions, respectively. The meticulous ranking process considered essential metrics such as resource and financing, access and fairness, teaching skills, student engagement, and African impact. Each of these pillars comprise various metrics, many of which centered on the university's contribution to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. According to the acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Amevi Akakpovi, the accolade serves as a testament to the unwavering commitment and hard work demonstrated by the university's management, faculty, staff, and students. He expressed, this recognition serves as an encouragement towards the fulfillment of our university's vision to be recognized as the top technical university in Ghana with a strong regional influence. We embrace this award as an immense motivation to continue striving for excellence in delivering competent and qualified graduates to the global job markets.
This is a great one coming from the Accra Technical University. I'll say congratulations to them for securing this, the fourth place in Ghana and 28th in the sub-Saharan region in Times Higher Education. I believe this accolades, I won't give it to just the school because it takes a lot of people to make up the school. So this accolades goes to the management, the faculty, the students, for doing this, and we hope that they will do more as the first or the only technical university in this prestigious ranking. But I would want us to talk about, as Accra Technical University now being the only technical university in this ranking, what do you think they did differently, and in terms of their academic offerings and their research focus?
Let me begin by saying kudos to ATU, the management just mentioned, and for this very incredible feat. It's quite rare to find the technical university in Ghana making their way into the THE. the THE is known to be one of the very sought-after university rankings that actually sets you out to be an outstanding institution if you find your way there. And regarding the kind of work that they've done, considering the remarks, the metrics at play, you can say that they really made a good impact right there.
That's true.
And if you considered the number of items mentioned over here, resources and finances, the access and fairness, teaching skills, student engagement, and also your impact within the African continent. It leaves no doubt that they have been working since time immemorial to catch up to their vision. That is to be a stronger institution with affluence and influence within the African region, and that has paid off really well for them today.
I think still from, their achievements, I see that Accra Technical University has, they've done well when it comes to the SDG goals. I believe they have, because without the SDG goals, I don't think you can meet the requirements and the proceedings of receiving such a recognition by Times Higher Education. And I believe they are doing more with their SDGs and doing research that should help not just their school, but entirely our community and then our society. I really give, they really deserve it.
And notably, they were earmarked to be an institution that was very ardent in producing impactful, sustainable, and influential research in higher learning. And that has brought them this far to stay afloat as a technical university. That is the compelling aspect of the whole story, that we haven't had technical universities making their way that far into the THE rankings. A very competitive field with private institutions who have so much resources, like Ashesi and Academic City. One of the very emerging certain institutions making a great wave in the field of business science. And for ATU to come this far, and their contributions, I think, is well noted. And also, I would say a curtain raiser, and also the ceiling breaker for every technical institution in Ghana, that it doesn't matter which category you are in, technical, public, or private, you also have what it takes to put yourself on the world scene regards to the THE in your research, teaching skills, and what is happening within your fields as an institution.
Yes, I would say ATU has really, really done well, and congratulations to them once again. And we hope that other universities will emulate such an incredible recognition. As Ajiman said, whether you are in the public space, the private space, or technical university, you equally deserve that. Health news is up next.
And our health news, a study involving over 100,000 participants in the French cohort has revealed a significant link between breakfast timing and the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The main conclusion of this study is striking. Eating breakfast at 9 a.m. increases the risk of type 2 diabetes by a staggering 59%, who compared to individuals who consume their morning meal before 8 a.m.
A study conducted by Barcelona Institute for Global Health, an institution supported by the esteemed La Caixa Foundation, has revealed a significant link between meal timing and the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. From the research conducted, eating breakfast at 9 a.m. increases the risk of type 2 diabetes by a staggering 59% compared to those who enjoy their morning meal before 8 a.m. Type 2 diabetes, a common condition associated with modifiable risk factors like an unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, and smoking, has found a new factor under scrutiny: the time at which we eat. According to Anna Paloma Cross, an IS Global researcher, meal timing plays a pivotal role in regulating circadian rhythms, glucose, and lipid control. Participants who regularly eat breakfast at 9 a.m. face a substantially higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who consume breakfast before 8 a.m. Skipping breakfast, which can adversely affect glucose and lipid control as well as insulin levels, showed a consistent link to the increased diabetes risk in line with the previous meta-analysis. Additionally, the research observed that eating more frequently, around 5 times a day, was associated with a lower incidence of the disease, while having a late dinner after 10 p.m. seemed to increase the risk. Interestingly, prolonged fasting showed benefit only when combined with an early breakfast before 8 a.m. and an early dinner. In light of these findings, Manolin Scottivinas, another IS Global researcher, suggests that adapting a meal schedule with the first meal before 8 a.m. and the last meal before 7 p.m. may significantly reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes.
We'll be back with Discovery News. The short break, stay with us, don't go anywhere.
Are you a university, college, high school, private organization, NGO, individual professor, instructor or facilitator seeking to take advantage of the numerous benefits of online education? Look no further. The AAU eLearn Africa LMS is a great opportunity to begin your journey to online course development and creation for teaching, learning and training purposes. AAU eLearn Africa LMS, which is a partnership between the Association of African Universities and eLearn Africa, has made available ease to use online learning tools to all stakeholders within the educational ecosystem of the African continent. This is to enhance teaching and learning in the bid to expand online learning opportunities for students in Africa. The online platform is open and available for free to all stakeholders and facilitates virtual access to classes without needing the other tools such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, among others. For more information, visit www.elearnafricalms.com or contact us via aaulms@aau.org or estherm@elearnafrica.com. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at AAU eLearn Africa LMS.
Welcome back. And in our discovery story, a team of scientists from the Sheffield Hallam University has successfully developed a non-invasive method for detecting breast cancer using fingerprints, boasting an impressive 98% accuracy rate. Matrix-assisted laser desorption ionizer mass spectrometry, MALD-MS, is a technology used to map drugs, pharmaceuticals, and biological molecules within tissue sections.
Research by scientists from Sheffield Hallam University have achieved a pioneering non-invasive method for detecting breast cancer with an astonishing 98% accuracy using fingerprints. Their research unveiled the potential of matrix-assisted laser desorption ionization mass spectrometry technology applied to enhance fingerprints to detect breast cancer. A cohort of women with various stages of breast cancer was recruited from Doncaster Royal Infirmary's Jasmine Breast Unit. Fingerprints were taken from each patient during diagnosis or active treatment, and machine learning algorithms predicted the correct cancer category with an impressive 97.8% accuracy. Breast cancer affects 2.3 million individuals worldwide annually, causing over 600,000 deaths, and it remains the most common cancer among British women. Traditional screening methods like mammography and biopsy are effective but come with radiation exposure, limited specificity, and discomfort. Additionally, some patients find existing screening methods painful or culturally unaccepted. With the NHS facing staffing shortages and significant backlogs, a painless, quick and non-invasive method to screen for breast cancer in the comfort of one's home is highly desirable. Professor Rod emphasized the promising results and plans to further research to validate the findings on a large group of women. If confirmed, this technique holds tremendous potential for both breast cancer screening and diagnosis, as well as monitoring treatment effectiveness, possibly reducing the need for frequent computer tomography body scans.
Now, sports and entertainment news is next. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Sport and Entertainment segment. My name is Jimai Makaidoji. In our sports news, the Democratic Republic of Congo is preparing for the 9th edition of the La Francophonie Games in full swing. In the capital city, Masano, the leopard, the vibrant mascot of the Games, extends a warm greetings to visitors and sets the stage for the upcoming sporting extravaganza. With the Games scheduled to kick off on July 28th, workers are tirelessly racing to complete the sports facilities in time for the grand event.
The Jour de la Francophonie, a multidisciplinary sports and cultural event, is scheduled to take place in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, from July 23rd to 6th of August. The DRC was awarded the organization of the 9th edition of the Games in 2019, with the original date set for 2021. However, due to the pandemic and a lack of adequate infrastructure, the event was postponed twice. Despite the challenges, the DRC has made progress in preparing for the Games, and the main work has been completed. As of 3 days before the game start, the athletes are arriving and being accommodated on the site of the University of Kinshasa. Around 3,000 athletes from approximately 30 French-speaking countries are expected to compete in the event. The Jour de la Francophonie aims to promote the spirit and principles of the French-speaking world by fostering encounters and exchanges between young Francophones in various sports and cultural disciplines. However, some challenges have been reported, with early arriving squads facing minor issues such as a lack of running water in their rooms. Additionally, some participants, including Canada's province of Quebec, have decided not to attend or send smaller delegations due to security and health concerns. The Games are expected to run for 10 days, culminating on August 6th. Hosting such events can be resource-intensive, especially for a nation like DRC, which has faced conflict and limited resources. Nevertheless, the government seems optimistic about hosting the event and providing its youth with an opportunity to participate in sport competitions and use modern equipment.
In our entertainment segment, visitors at Christie's in London are being treated with an extraordinary display of Middle Eastern art featuring over 150 captivating works. The exhibition showcased the artistic prowess of renowned artists from the region. One of the highlights of this grand exhibition is a stunning painting by Lebanese artist Samia Osseran, dominated by vivid colored orbs. These virtually striking pieces are drawing attention from art enthusiasts and collections alike.
The art exhibition, curated by Dr. Rida Mumuni, Deputy Chairman, Middle East and North Africa, Christie showcases artworks from the Arab region spanning from 1939 to the present day. Christie's, operating in the Middle East, saw an opportune moment to present these beautiful artworks during a period when many people from different destinations, including the Arab world, visit the area. The exhibition focuses on Emirati artists, but also includes works from various other countries in the region. Artworks like Dreams of the Detainee by Egyptian artists Inji Aflatun and Ilnuzadi Koma Selese Passé by Kadim Haidar from Iraq are among others featured. According to Dr. Mumni, artists in the region serve as windows into the cultural and social realities they observe, reflecting society, their emotions, and often their cultural background. Another part of the exhibition pays tribute to the late Emirati artist Hassan Sharif, who was a pioneering figure in conceptual art and worked with a diverse range of materials. Sharif's influence inspired a new generation of artists in the Arab world, and his pieces are displayed alongside contemporary works by young artists like Farah Al-Qasimi. The majority of the artworks on display are on loan, with 100 of them coming from the Bajil Art Foundation. However, around 30 pieces will be available for sale later in the year. The exhibition is held in partnership with the UAE Ministry of Culture and Youth and the Bajil Art Foundation and will run until August 23rd. It provides a unique opportunity to appreciate the rich artistic heritage and contemporary talent from the Arab region.
That is all our sports and entertainment news. Business and international is up next.
In our business news, in a significant development, China's Belt and Road Initiative has been instrumental in funding a remarkable infrastructure boom across Africa since 2013. Over the past 8 years, the Belt and Road Initiative has provided much needed financial and support to credit-starved African nations, enabling the construction of vital infrastructure projects. These include the development of railways, hydropower facilities, roads, airports, and advanced communication systems in Africa.
China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, has had a significant impact on Africa's infrastructure development since 2013. The BRI has provided much-needed funding for various projects, including railways, hydropower projects, roads, airports, and communication networks, which were previously lacking due to credit shortages in many African countries. This initiative has also spurred Chinese investment in sectors like manufacturing, mining, and agriculture across the continent. China's active involvement in financing infrastructure projects has made it the largest financier of such development in Africa. However, some observers believe that after a decade, the Belt and Road Initiative may be losing momentum. There are a couple of factors contributing to this potential slowdown. Firstly, Beijing's growing aversion to risk may be leading to a more cautious approach in overseas investments, including those in Africa. Secondly, Chinese domestic economy has been facing challenges in returning to pre-pandemic growth levels, which might impact its ability to sustain large-scale investment abroad. To shed more light on the matter, Kanye Louis, a partner and head of China at Pinsent Mason, who has extensive experience in international project finance and legal services related to Belt and Road projects globally, was invited as a guest to provide insight and analysis on the current state and potential future of the BRI's activities in Africa.
And international bits. Officials reported that at least one person has been killed and 19 others injured in a series of Russian missiles strikes on the port city of Odessa, the historic center of Odessa, including the Transfiguration Cathedral. A UNESCO World Heritage site, listed site, has suffered significant damage in the missile attacks.
The situation in Odessa, Ukraine, has escalated with near-constant attacks launched by Moscow since it withdrew from a landmark grain deal. The attacks have caused significant damage and casualties, with 14 people, including 4 children, being taken to the hospital and 6 residential buildings destroyed in the recent blast. Kyiv has accused Russia of internationally targeting the Orthodox Church in the country as part of a campaign to harm the church systematically. The construction of a cathedral in Odessa by a Russian missile has caused outrage and condemnation from Ukraine and the international community. The cathedral was Odessa's largest Orthodox church, was consecrated in 1809 and was rebuilt in 2003 after being demolished by the Soviet Union in 1939. The recent attack has caused severe damage to the historic structure and the surrounding area, including Odessa's designated World Heritage Historic Center. UNESCO, the UN's cultural agency, has expressed deep dismay and condemned the attack on the historic center of Odessa. Russia's increased attacks on the port city came after it withdrew from the UN-backed grain deal, and Ukraine accuses Russia of targeting grain supplies and infrastructure vital to the deal. Odessa is Ukraine's biggest port, and the region plays a crucial role in the grain deal brokered by Turkey and the UN. The deal allowed cargo ships to sail along a corridor in the Black Sea, facilitating the shipment of millions of tons of grains. The continuous attacks have raised concerns about civilian safety and infrastructure in the city.
Asante Sana for staying with us on the AAU TV Mid-Week News. Let's take a quick look at the headlines.
In our higher education story, the Accra Technical University ranked 4th best university in Ghana and the Sub-Saharan University rankings. In our health news, early breakfast reduces type 2 diabetes study reveals.
In our discovery story, a non-invasive British study reveals that fingerprint detects breast cancer. In our sports story, Democratic Republic of Congo race to finish up ahead of the Francophone Games.
Now, thank you for sticking with us on the Midweek News on AAU TV and get interactive with us on our dedicated news hub, tv.aau.org. My name is Chimaima Teladem Duche.
And my name is Ajiman Otradako. We're glad you made time to watch us, and more peace in Ukraine and Russia.
Fostering encounters and exchanges between young Francophones in various sports and cultural disciplines. However, some challenges have been reported, with early arriving squads facing minor issues such as a lack of running water in their rooms. Additionally, some participants, including Canada's province of Quebec, have decided not to attend or send smaller delegations due to security and health concerns. The games are expected to run for 10 days, culminating on August 6th. Hosting such events